in one place. AM 1440 and FM 106.3, KUHL.
Good morning, 7:32 information now. Drive safely out there. Get some fog and low clouds and even some smoke kind of mixed in there. So it is challenging there for visibility. So please be safe out there. Well, time to talk food with our favorite grocery gal, Amy Goldsmith. Amy's helped to launch and grow some of the most well-known brands that many of us eat or at least see on the grocery shelves. She's a food industry insider and lives her life as a food finder, looking for the best new products and also trends. You can follow Amy and direct message her any questions through Facebook and also on Instagram at The Grocery Gal. And, of course, we get some questions right here with our studio phone number at 928-1440. First of all, Amy, welcome back to the show.
Good morning, Ben.
By the way, thanks for your advice on coconut water. It kept me very cool. I was helping out at a wedding last weekend where it was 111 degrees where I was, so that water helped out.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I'm glad you stayed hydrated. That's important.
Definitely. So thanks for your advice on that. Well, anyway, this morning, Amy, we had a listener call in who shared that she is on a diet and eating a lot of salad, but she's getting bored. Do you have any recommendations on salads? And another caller wants to know what are good sources of protein for those of us who want to eat more of it. So we need your help on this, Dr. Amy.
Yes. Well, thank you to the lovely callers. I certainly can relate to these questions. Salads are great, but there's also a really great way to ruin a salad and add calories and destroy your diet, and that's to add a ton of salad dressing. I mean, you can quickly add about 500 plus calories with a high fat and large quantity of salad dressing. So that's where you really need to be careful. And by the way, this also includes using a ton of mayonnaise in tuna, chicken, or egg salads, and then, putting a scoop of that on your lettuce. You really need to be careful. Otherwise, you've got a total calorie bomb.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. I love ranch. Ranch dressing is my favorite. But what kinds of salad dressing would you recommend?
Well, if you're trying to, monitor caloric intake, you want to use balsamic and wine-based vinaigrettes. And if you can handle it plain, great. It's got a bite. There are a ton on the market with other flavors added in to help sort of curtail that bite. Also, you want to use canola, avocado, or olive oil-based dressings. And, again, ideally you want to stay away from those cream-based buttermilk type of dressings. But, here's my personal thought on it. If you read the label and the serving amount on your favorite dressing, like yours is ranch, and you promise yourself and you promise me that you're going to follow the serving amount guideline, then I say you can splurge on that. I mean, if you deny yourself, it's hard to stay true, to a meal plan. And we all want taste and flavor, and we don't want to be denied. So if you can follow the rules, then use your favorite dressing. Just watch the portion size and the caloric amount. And, also there's an idea, too. If you want to cut the portion on your favorite dressing and add a little red wine or balsamic vinegar to it, then you can have your dressing, and you'll get a little kick from the vinegar, and there are fewer calories, and you'll have adequately dressed your salad.
We have grocery gal Amy Goldsmith with us here on KUHL, the time 7:36. So what about lettuce? I mean, for me, I'm thinking lettuce is all the same, but are there some healthy lettuce, compared to maybe other varieties?
Right, yes, lettuce is not all the same. So iceberg lettuce, for example, is very, very low in calories. It's maybe only 8 calories per cup, but it doesn't contain any nutrients. So ideally, you want to pick, the leafy dark greens like spinach or spring mix, kale, or even romaine lettuce. You can combine and mix them up too. These are also low in calories, but they contain, folate, vitamin C, and other vitamins. So they're more nutritious than a head of iceberg. Also, you want to pack your salad with as many fruits and vegetables as possible, especially ones that are negative calorie foods.
Okay, that gets my attention. Negative calorie foods. I like the sound of that, but what is it exactly?
Okay, so negative calorie foods are foods that use more calories to digest than what they inherently contain. So you're basically nullifying the calorie addition. So it doesn't mean that these foods don't have calories, but it means your body ends up burning more calories digesting it than what you consume. So the best negative calorie foods are celery, berries, and grapefruit. Also, carrots, tomatoes, cucumbers, watermelon, apples, broccoli, and even lettuce. So this sounds like a miracle, right? It's
Yeah.
like the perfect salad, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you want to pack, those are great things to snack on, by the way, again, because it's a negative calorie. And in general, you also want to pack your salad with as many vegetables and fruits as possible: corn, onions, avocado, different colored peppers, artichokes. Also, pear is a great choice to get in, like a different texture. And instead of croutons for that crunch, use nuts or seeds. I happen to love sunflower seeds on my salad.
Oh, yeah.
And if you still want carbs, you can add brown rice or quinoa. Look at the internet, and there's recipe books. They have endless salad recipes and salad combinations.
All right, that all sounds good. By the way, I'm eating a lot of those foods, so I think maybe I'm on the right track here. So what about protein on a salad? I mean, is that something that's appropriate?
Absolutely. Protein will help you feel more full. Grilled chicken, salmon, ground turkey, tuna, edamame, tofu, hard-boiled eggs, beans, as I said, nuts and seeds, even low-fat cheese. But make sure it's the appropriate serving size to keep calories in check. It's only a few ounces of meat or like a quarter cup of beans. So just double check. You've got then, these protein salad combinations: salmon, avocado, avocado, tuna, grilled avocado and goat cheese, blueberry, broccoli, spinach salad, watermelon, jicama, and cucumber salad, tomato, cucumber, and avocado salad, quinoa, and kale salad.
Well, they sound good. So getting back to protein, Amy, how do you get more protein in your diet? I mean, you've got to identify the proper foods, I guess, first, right?
Right. Well, getting enough protein is important for our health. And, for this reason, the recommended daily intake, or you might see written out as RDI for protein, is about 50 grams a day. But actually, some researchers believe that we should be eating actually more than 50 grams of protein. And because of that, protein helps with weight loss, it increases muscle mass, and it can just overall improve health. So to get more protein, you can snack on cheese, snack on cottage cheese and lean jerky. In the morning, have eggs instead of cereal. If you're concerned about cholesterol with eggs, eat only the egg whites. Eat Greek yogurt, which is high in protein, but watch the sugar and the serving size. And you can top the Greek yogurt with almonds for more protein, and even use a protein powder. Protein powder isn't just for shakes and smoothies. You can put it on yogurt, and if it's flavored, you can put it in a variety of foods and sauces without changing the flavor. There's also, of course, vanilla and chocolate protein powder, too, if you prefer a flavor. And also protein is peanut butter. Just check the label and make sure there's no added sugar in that. There are also, other sources in addition to the traditional protein like chicken breast, salmon, lean steak like a sirloin, tuna, beans, and there's so much more. And all of this, you have to monitor the quantity and portion. So, you know what I say?
Read those labels. Yep, of course.
Right.
We have Grocery Gal Amy Goldsmith joining us here on KUHL. And, of course, with the kids home doing, distance learning and all that, I think we mentioned this last week, but these are some great snack ideas for them since they're around the house and maybe, kind of getting hungry, so they can do that. Now, I think... Yeah. So now what about protein bars? I eat these in the morning, so I probably need to pay attention here. I'm taking notes. So what about those protein bars?
So protein bars, nearly everything I just mentioned is not processed. So, these are always the preferred sources of protein, a hard-boiled egg in the morning, etc. But the reality is, if you're on the go and you're hungry and you didn't plan in advance by bringing along your negative calorie snacks, go for a protein bar. But read those labels then, because there are a lot of calories and a lot of sugar and a lot of ingredients in there. It's processed. And you want to check the protein level. Are you getting enough protein? And, the serving size, too. Some of the protein bars are really big. Make sure it's, one serving size. Ideally, if you find yourself in a convenience store hungry, try and reach for the berries, the bananas, apple, or even a Greek yogurt to go, so you're getting some nutrients. But look, I get it. We want to switch things up. You can have a protein bar.
All right. Well, sounds good. Also, sounds like you always need to tell us we need to read the labels. So again, sugar, calories, and serving sizes are probably the key things, right?
Absolutely. And if you're noticing now, there's been a label change by the FDA, and it's pulling out and showing what the added sugars are. And you really want to pay attention to that. Obviously, if you're having fruit, it's natural sugar. if you're, eating a protein bar, there may be some natural sugar in there because there may be food or something in it. But you want to check those added sugar because that's stuff you don't want.
All right, there you go. Well, anyway, that's a little bit on protein and, of course, healthy salads. So if you're trying to stick to that diet, hopefully some great ideas. I know I've paid attention, I've taken some notes, some things I'm going to be trying here that Amy has mentioned. By the way, you can follow Amy and, by the way, direct message her any questions through Facebook and also on Instagram at The Grocery Gal. Amy, some great information as usual. You've made me hungry for healthy food, so that's always a good thing. So we'll catch up with you again next time.
Great, Ben. Thank you so much.
All right, 7:43. Don't forget birthdays and anniversary wishes. 928-1440. 928-1440 is my number.
In this crazy online world, it's comforting to know that real live humans at Local Copies, etc. are prepared to handle all of your printing needs. Whether you need a simple order of business cards for yourself or you need to stock your shelves with forms, envelopes, letterhead, and more, the people at Local Copies, etc. are here to help. Need banners, signs, or labels? Yep, they can take care of that too. Bring your printing home and let the local printing experts at Local Copies, etc. take care of you. Local Copies